Physical social engineering tactics. Not all social engineering attacks happen through emails, calls, or texts. Some occur right in front of you, in your workplace, parking lot, or even during your lunch break. These are known as physical social engineering tactics, and they rely heavily on proximity and stealth. These tactics often bypass firewalls and security software entirely. They exploit human behavior, physical environment weaknesses, and lapses in protocol to gain unauthorized access or gather sensitive information. Let's look at some of the most common types. 1. Tailgating piggybacking. Imagine you're walking into your office building. A person in a uniform is right behind you, carrying what looks like heavy equipment. You hold the door open for them out of politeness, but you've just allowed unauthorized access. This is tailgating. Tailgating happens when an attacker follows an employee into a secure area without using a keycard or ID badge. Piggybacking is similar, but the person may ask to be let in. I forgot my badge, can you help me out? Defense tips always require proper credentials. Politely refuse entry and direct them to security. 2. Dumpster diving. Yes, attackers really do dig through trash. Dumpster diving involves searching company garbage bins for sensitive information, printed emails, invoices, passwords written on sticky notes, or even shredded documents that can be pieced together. Defense tips: shred all documents with sensitive information. Use locked disposal bins. 3. Shoulder surfing. This is the act of watching someone type in their password, read confidential information, or input data over their shoulder. Can happen in elevators, cafes, airports, or even in the office. Defense tips: use privacy screens. Be mindful of your surroundings when working on sensitive content. 4. Reverse social engineering. Now imagine an attacker causes a tech issue, then poses as the one who can fix it. Reverse social engineering happens when the attacker sets up a problem, like a fake printer issue or network error, and then offers the solution, gaining the trust of the target, who now initiates contact. Defense tips: report suspicious offers of help, especially unsolicited ones. Only request help through official IT channels. Why physical social engineering works: it preys on human kindness, politeness, and social norms. It feels rude or confrontational to question someone's presence or intentions. The bottom line here is, just because an attack isn't digital doesn't mean it's any less dangerous. Be alert, verify, and follow your organization's physical security protocols. Psychological manipulation in social engineering advanced examples. Let's go deeper. Every successful social engineering attack, no matter how technical or simple it seems, hinges on one key factor: psychological manipulation. It's not just what attackers say or do, it's how they make you feel. They exploit your instincts, trust, fear, urgency, curiosity, authority to bypass logic. Let's break down how these psychological levers are used in more advanced scenarios. 1. Authority bias. People tend to comply with figures of authority. An attacker sends an email from a spoofed CEO address requesting access to confidential documents. A fake police officer calls claiming your business is under investigation and asks for internal reports. Why it works: we're conditioned to obey those in charge. 2. Fear and urgency. Fear clouds judgment. Urgency kills deliberation. Your account will be suspended in 5 minutes unless you verify it now. We've detected unauthorized login attempts. Click here to secure your profile. Why it works: the target acts quickly to avoid punishment or loss, skipping rational checks. 3. Reciprocity. If I give you something, you owe me something. An attacker offers a free resource, training, or gift, and in return asks for information. Why it works: humans are socially conditioned to return favors. 4. Liking and familiarity. We say yes more often to people we like or recognize. An attacker impersonates a colleague from another department or region. They use names of mutual contacts to build rapport quickly. Why it works: familiarity lowers suspicion. We trust people who seem to be part of our tribe. 5. Commitment and consistency. Once we agree to something small, we're more likely to agree to a bigger ask. First, an attacker asks you to confirm a meeting. Next, they ask you to share a document to help prepare. Then they ask you to forward login credentials to access the file. Why it works: humans like to stay consistent with past behavior. Real-life fusion tactic example: a scammer calls pretending to be from a popular logistics company. They're following up on a missed delivery familiarity. They offer to reschedule and give you a discount code reciprocity. Then they ask you to verify your address and payment info to process it urgency. That's authority, liking, urgency, and reciprocity all rolled into one. It works because it plays on our instincts, not just our intellect. How to build resistance. Pause. Ask yourself, why do I feel rushed or obligated? Verify sources. Use alternate trusted channels to confirm requests. Practice awareness. Study tactics like this so you can spot them in real time. You've just completed Module 3, Advanced Social Engineering Tactics and Attack Vectors. And what a journey it's been. Unlike the digital-only focus of phishing, this module dove into the real-world side of human manipulation, the tactics that rely not on code or malware, but on human emotion, behavior, and everyday interactions. Let's quickly recap the critical takeaways. Pretexting taught us that a good story can be as dangerous as malware. If someone seems to know too much or acts too quickly, slow down and verify. Baiting reminded us that curiosity and greed can be weaponized. Free offers or suspiciously enticing items, whether online or offline, should always raise red flags. Quid pro quo revealed how an attacker can turn our desire to help or receive assistance into a vulnerability. Don't trade access or information for help unless you've verified the source. Impersonation and role-playing showed us that confidence, familiarity, and appearance can be misleading. Just because someone looks or sounds legit doesn't mean they are. Physical social engineering warned us about threats that walk through the front door, from tailgaters to dumpster divers. Technology alone can't stop these. Awareness and vigilance are key. Finally, advanced psychological manipulation showed that the true power of social engineering is its ability to bypass logic by exploiting human emotion, urgency, fear, trust, and obligation. You now know the psychological blueprints and behavioral traps that social engineers rely on. Use that knowledge, stay skeptical, train your team, share real examples. Because every informed person becomes a stronger link in the human firewall.